Hey guys, this video is going to be an eye tutorial on how to achieve this look right here. It is a very ethereal, romantic, girly, very light but still sparkly and glittery and holiday appropriate. It's not so much like banging fall dark cranberries, but it is still very festive and holiday, and I was just feeling really light and girly today, so I channeled my inner princess self and thought this is still very party appropriate. So I created this look while filming, as I've been doing lately, and I really like the way it turned out. I hope that you do too. So if you do, please stay tuned and I will show you step by step how to achieve this glitter look. My boys are talking as usual, and the stars of the show, of course, are some Lit Cosmetic glitters, which I will mention throughout the tutorial. See you soon. So since it has been a minute since I've actually shown you guys my entire walkthrough, I thought that I would show you my step-by-step again. I'm gonna go in with my MAC Pro Long Concealer in NW20, NC20, and I love this concealer for priming and concealing all of the veins. I had a really awful sleep last night, so this is going to come in really handy to blur out everything and also prep the eyelid area. Taking my Morphe E20, I'm going to just start buffing this concealer in back and forth motions, getting it all around. This doesn't need to be neat, it just needs to get on there. We're going to set this afterwards with a powder and see how this is already canceling out all of the redness and veininess, and it is just a perfect concealer. If you guys have been with me for a while now, you know that I like to set my concealer using Urban Decay eyeshadow in Moondust. This just gives the littlest bit of shimmer, but it is a really nice neutral color. So I take a really big fluffy brush. I like to use my Sephora Face Contour in number 133, and I spray it with some MAC Fix Plus. And then I just go right in there with the eyeshadow and I set the whole eye area. And I love this brush because it just covers everything flawlessly. And this doesn't really give too much shimmer, but it's enough to just start the little bit of shimmer look that we're going for today, because I'm going to be working with two different Lit Cosmetic glitters, and I love anything shimmery and glittery. But this is a really nude color. I mean, you don't need to set it with a shimmer. You can totally set it with any kind of powder and that works, but this is my go-to. And if you guys have been with me a while, you also know that I like to take my Urban Decay in Perversion, my 24/7 pencil and tight line. This is just my everyday go-to. And then after this step, I'm going to be creating the look for the first time on camera because I've been having so much fun doing that. But this is all of the basics that are just, getting everything ready and good to go. Now, this is something I haven't used at all. I just got this Makeup Forever palette, number 9 Artist Shadow in, and this has a lot of really fun colors. But I'm going in with 2 of these shades for glitters today. Love Me Tender and Tinseltown, which is a purpley pink and a silver. So I think I'm going to try setting my crease with this pink. It's coming up a little bit whitish on camera, but it's actually a really soft pink. I have no idea how this applies, but I haven't done my face yet, so if there's any fallout, it doesn't matter. I'm going to take my Morphe M433 and just, oh, there's a lot of powder kick off in this palette. Look at that, just from dabbing it twice. So I'm not sure. We'll just start going back and forth in windshield wiper motions. Yeah, this isn't even showing up. So this will be a really great transition shade and it will help with the blending process. But since we're working with glitters, it's not going to matter too much. But I think I also want to get into my Moondust palette by Urban Decay. So this is going to just help. Yeah, this isn't even showing up, so we're going to be good. I'm going to take the shade Spectre from the Urban Decay Moondust palette, which is this baby pinkish golden tone, and the Moondust palette is so fun. It looks like this. And I'm just going to set that over my entire lid area as a base. This is not going to show up at all once we start applying the glitters, but this will just be a great base to have on the eyelid in case any glitter does decide to show through. But I know these glitters and they are hardcore, so nothing is going to be peeping through today. I'm using an OCC brush, and it is just a nice flat brush that really covers the whole lid nicely. Now I'm going to be taking the Lit Clearly Liquid Glitter Base. This is just a little baby one that I got as a freebie. And I'm going to pour the glitter directly into the cap because my new favorite brush for applying these lit glitters does not actually fit directly into it. And I discovered this Morphe M224 brush at IMATS, and it comes to a point, and that point helps get right into the corner of the eye so nicely, and then it's flat to get the middle, and then that point gets the outer corner again. And what I want to do is take Love Me Tender, which is that purpley shade, and I'm going to work that on the inner corner, and then I'm going to just kind of spread it out sporadically, and then I'm going to take that silver Tinsel and put it on the outer corner and blend that in towards the center and have them meet up and see how that goes. So I'm just going to dip my brush into the glitter base and get that nice and covered in glitter. Oh, and I made a mess already. Get that nice and covered in the glitter base. And then dip that brush. Oh, this purple is so gorgeous. Let me show you guys a close-up of it. Like, look at that. I can get it to focus. There we go. That is just awesome. And then we're just gonna start patting this down. Isn't that just stunning? Like, seriously. Now I'm going to redip my brush in the glitter base and dip it into that really fun Tinsel Town. I poured some into the cap, so, oh, my camera doesn't want to focus on it. There we go. This one is easier to work with right out of the cap. And let me show you this gorgeousness. Isn't that crazy? And then see, then I just like to dip or angle my brush this way and work it back. And that little bit of mess will be wiped away with a makeup wipe when I get to that stage, so that's not a problem at all. Look at how crazy intense glittery these glitters are. They are just insane. I can't even. So, and these are really buildable too. You don't have to go this crazy on the glitter. I know I have a lot of cleanup to do here, but this eye glitter, the Tinsel Town, is dominating the show. So I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of Tinsel, oh my God, Love Me Tender, and just bring that one slightly over it to finish up the glitter look. So now I'm just gonna take a little bit of that Love Me Tender and just blur it out over that line so that it is completely seamless and totally blended, because this one will blend, yeah, this is blending so flawlessly into Tinsel Town that one shade just goes into the next. So this one is a beautiful like transition into Tinsel Town, and you're not even gonna really notice where one ends and one begins. But Tinsel Town was way too harsh to be like bam, the next shade, but this looks beautiful. I'm even gonna bring it a little bit on the outside and just kind of almost mix the colors, and that looks awesome. I'm actually going to take that Spectre shade and spray a little MAC Fix Plus on that same Morphe M433 brush and use that again in the crease. Well, I guess not again because that was over the whole lid. I used that Makeup Forever before. But I'm gonna use this to try to blend these shades together a little bit more on the top as well, because this is such a metallic shade. Oh, a little bit of kick off. But this is why we have not done the face first. And I really recommend never doing the face first when you're working with glitters. That is just a disaster waiting to happen. But this color is beautiful to bring this whole look together. Yeah, that is working out perfectly. And now it is cleanup time. I'm just taking one of my Morphe collagen makeup removing wipes. I love these because I don't get any kind of eye irritation. There's no burning, no like anything. I have no kind of sensitivity to these wipes. And then I will use this to kind of like clean up that eye line to give me a really precise definition too. A little trick is that you can put Scotch tape here, and then that really comes in helpful when you're doing a wing eyeliner. And I will show that in another video, but I'm not doing a wing eyeliner today. This is going to be just glorious and glittery and beautiful on its own. It's not going to need anything extra. And another tip would be, if you're somebody who does false lashes, you definitely want to pop the false lashes on before working with glitters, or that adhesive is not going to stick to the glitter. Now I'm going to finish up my face and then get back to the eyes as soon as my face is done. I do want to actually tell you guys that I discovered something that really helps with the dark eye circles. So obviously temporary because it's makeup, but the Naked Skin Urban Decay color correcting fluid in peach is unbelievable. I take a swipe of this before I get to foundation and concealing, and I put a swipe under each eye, and then I take that same Morphe E20 buffing brush and I just buff this in and out, back and forth, and you can like literally see all of the veininess and dark circles start disappearing. And this is before we even get to foundation and concealer. Isn't that crazy? This stuff is amazing, and I'm so happy that they released it. I'm not sure when they did, but I got it as a sample, and then I ordered the full-size product immediately because this is just incredible. So I did have to show you this because I guess it is also technically part of the eyes, but I have found a temporary solution for concealing dark circles. And then once you get in with foundation and concealer, it's just all hidden. So amazing. So I finished up the majority of my face off camera because this is all about the eye look today. And I highlighted with Becca. This one is a limited edition in her Rose Quartz highlighting. Here, shimmering pressed pigment, and it is a really pretty pink. I love this color. So what I'm going to do is also highlight my brow bone and my inner corner using this same highlighting shade to tie in all of the highlight glow that we got going on. I'm going to take my Morphe M506 brush, and it is just a little fluffy brush, and dip it into the product. There we go. This might actually be too big. Let me see. Tap off the excess because now the face is done. Oh, this is perfect front of the brow. And just get that all tied in nicely. See, it's barely even gonna show up, but it's enough to tie in the whole look. Now I'm going to tightline using my Urban Decay in Perversion. I just always like to tightline in and waterline using this. It's really just a black eye kohl because I just think it gives the eyes a little extra oomph to make them like pop a little bit, especially when you're working with such light tones. It just helps like define the eye a little bit extra. Now I'm going to take that shade Spectre from the Urban Decay Moondust palette and bring that down in my waterline area. I just want to try to bring some of those upper lid tones down to the lower lash line as well. And this isn't going to really show up too much, but it will be enough to bring, tie in the tones a little bit more. Oh, and I'm using my Morphe M432, and it is just a flat line brush. I should not do tutorials in the morning when I've had like 3 hours of sleep. Just not a good idea. I'm actually going to take Lithium from that same Urban Decay, and I haven't used that on the upper lid, but I need something a little bit darker to smudge down here without getting into something too harsh and black. And since this is just a darker shade, but it's still shimmery, yeah, that's working nicely. That's enough to just tie in something a little bit darker to smoke it out a little bit, but without going too dramatic, because this is such a like ethereal, more princessy, like light toned romantic look. So but we do need to add in like something to kind of smoke out that lower lash line a little bit, and this is perfect. I'm now going to take that Becca Press Pigment in Rose Quartz and highlight my inner corner. I think I can pack this on fairly heavily because it is such a light rose quartz color, and may actually tie in a little bit of a whiter highlight. I think I'm going to. I'm going to take Becca Pearl in her pressed pigment, and that one is just a white, and I need to waken my eyes up, so this is gonna help open them up a little bit, wake them up a little bit, so I'm just gonna use a little bit of white. I'm actually gonna tie in a little bit more glitter by taking NYX Liquid Crystal Liner in 106 Crystal Hip, which is like an iridescent glitter, and just put a little bit of that on my lower lash line. And this one will pick up all sorts of different colors and reflex, so I think this one will be a great one to not add in too much harsh glitter since we do have so much going on, but just enough to add in a little extra something. I'll just quickly do my mascara off camera because you guys don't need to see me apply mascara, and I will be right back. I just finished up putting my mascara on, so I am going to go get dressed. Well, like I am dressed, but you know, fully dressed. And then I will be right back for my final look. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this look as much as I do. I think that it is so simple to achieve, but it is so pretty and feminine and just so appropriate for the holidays and really year-round. I'm literally about to go change into something more like winter appropriate because we went from fall to winter like overnight, and it is freezing out, and I'm going to a doctor's appointment. But that is how much I think that you can wear this look really anytime, but just, you know, tone down the outfit a little bit. So anyway, that does it for this video. Thank you again for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Please share it if you did. And until next time, good night, good morning, wherever you are. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.